Hi guys, it's Crankiest Fozzie returning with episode 9 of the Zero to Hero LLM save with Whitehawk FC. I've come back today on this particular game because Whitehawk's biggest rivals in the division has to be Bognor Regis and Eastbourne Borough. Bognor Regis not so much because they've just come into the division, so they're not too much of a concern, whereas Eastbourne Borough, as I've explained to you previously, me and Danny do coach under 14s level, and Eastbourne Borough Academy team is in our division, and we've got a healthy rivalry between us and them. We played them once this season. We lost this time, but within the last 2 seasons when we've been promoted, they've been part of it, and we beat them to the top of the division first time, and then I think they finished third, and because there wasn't enough teams in our division that we're in now, they opted to promote 3. So they got a sort of bye into our division, and then they beat us this season. So we're going to firmly hit that revenge button and try and beat them. We've also got Select in our division, which is another Eastbourne Academy. But yeah, let's have a look. So in the scout report, remember I do say to you, I get the team shape wrong sometimes. Now, I assess and then I come up with a game plan, and it's not always correct, but this is how I would assess this one. Because they are playing in standard, they're 50-50 in attack and defence, of course, but they're playing highly structured, which means that their strikers are going to be literally cemented. If you imagine when you're playing football as a kid, or you're playing 5-a-side and there's no offside, and then that striker just sits there and just goal hangs the whole game. That's exactly what these two are doing here. They're just going to, I'm not moving, I am going to score goals, and I'm just going to stand here and wait for the ball to come to me. That's highly structured. So, Whitehawk, in theory, are going to look to play with their defensive centre-back long towards their target man, linking up with the deep line forward and the wingers there. So the wingers are going to cross the ball to the target man as well. The best thing to do in this scenario, because they're playing deep line forward and target man, is push high. Push high, keep them away from your box. That's how I'm going to approach this. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the passing directness, and I'm going to break this down to you because it took me a little while to figure what this all this does. Because if you pick go route 1, not every single player is going to go right route 1, don't even pass. That's not how it works. Now, it comes down to your mentality. I am going to play a control mentality against Eastbourne, and I'm going to go fluid. So I'm going to keep my team unit quite compact. Now, when I'm playing on a control mentality, or any of the attacking mentalities, and for example, you go for shorter passing, now what that will mean is that your players at the back will play shorter balls, and your players at the front will play more direct balls. Okay, now if I was to go more direct passing, for example, then the players at the back will play shorter football, and these guys in midfield, the support players, will play the more direct passing. Okay, now when you flip it and you put it on defensive, contain or counter, then on the more direct passing, it will be your back line that plays the more direct passing, and your front guys will play short. So whatever you do, it will opposite. Not the whole team will play like that. So on a counter, the front men will pass short and the back men will play long. So this is really irrelevant. It does it anyway. So if you go mixed and you go counter, then your back line is going to play it long and your front line is going to play it short. And vice versa, when you go control, the front men are going to play direct, longer balls, and these guys are going to play shorter balls. And that's the way it works. Okay, right, and I've read that up. That is fact. That's how it works. So if you're wondering why you're playing more direct passing, you're like, come on, pass it forwards, and these guys are not, then just switch it up to a more attacking mentality, and then they will start doing it. But be careful about changing mentality against teams that will annihilate you based on that. Right, so we're going to go control fluid. In this game, I'm going to play out a defence, and we are playing Eastbourne. We're going to retain the possession, and because we're playing in control, I don't want them playing direct. Retain that. So yeah, these are sort of like counters. So retain for control, attacking, or overload. But if you're playing a counter, defensive, or contain, you can play more pass into space to make the passing more direct. So it's the opposite side of it. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions or you want to know how I've come to these terms, feel free to ask and I will enlighten as much as I can. It's all about researching. Like if you do research properly, then you will get there. Right, so I'm going to handle my briefing myself. I'm trying to get my dynamics. Yes, good response. Control, they're going to like that. Yes. Fluid, they're going to like that. Very good. Hand over to the assistant. End meeting. So the dynamics, let's have a look. Oh, we're right on the cuff now. As I showed you in the last tactical video, I have signed a striker, Lewis Archer, who has got, he's very young, composure 13, off the ball 13, pace 12, he's got stamina, acceleration, his finishing isn't great, his anticipation's okay, but not particularly special. But on his debut, he has scored a goal, look, against Tranmere in the division above. Because Cregan left us, the numpty, I don't know why, and then we've also signed this striker who's a journeyman, but he's played for my bogey team in the past and got a few goals. He's got 110 goals in 293s. That's sort of 1 in 3 games he will score goals, the way I see it. So yeah, tried and tested, and he's still got pace for a 33-year-old. Not bad. I might even give him his debut against Eastbourne as a sub, but because the young guy did well, I'm considering keeping him on. Right, so we're going to start the match and then assess, do we need to change these to possession roles? If we do, not a problem, because I want to see if Eastbourne will come out. I want Dominic Vos to get fit, so keep playing my old mucker. Let's have a good one. Nothing special here. Right. So, Cadman, what are we playing in? We're playing extended. Let me turn it up. Right, so Whitehawk Eastbourne are playing a 4-4-2. So far, 44 seconds into the game. I'm not going to say anything. Kane, I've made an error. I've made an absolute massive boo-boo, guys. It's not massive, but I'm playing Emberson at left back. Oh no, 1-0 down. Right, so what happened here? So that was a great challenge. Wills, and they just played it long, straight over the top. McKeown, Maloney, yeah, they got in behind, didn't they? I'm not doing what I said I would do. Let's push higher up. Let's go standard. Let's not retain. Let's just go. Right, so they're playing support across the board, and then attack up front. So just literally launching it. They're probably playing a counter mentality and then launching it from deep over with more direct passing potentially. but they're supporting. Bradley Vose. I'm expecting to see. Got spilled. Yeah, Santui. Good boy. 1-1. Shot counts saying it all, to be fair. The possession saying it all. It was only a matter of time before we come back into the game. And Eastbourne are 20th. Not scared of them at all. Emerson. He was going for the old David Becks or Wayne Wazza. Right, what are they going to do now? I don't know if you noticed, but I was going for a bit of a sticky spell on the game. And I'm always trying to fix it. I'm never like, oh, just leave it, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I'm always trying to find the solution. And I was changing a hell of a lot in one particular game. I was like, how many changes? It's like every 5 minutes. And I was even seeing scenarios where we were bossing, like the game of Risk, we were bossing 2 of the areas and I was still changing. It was like, that's the bad habits that I have, trying to find the solution when the solution is unfolding in front of you. Just be patient, read these, you will create chances, and the more you change, the less familiar your team will be. So yeah, I can hold my hands up and see mistakes when I make them, and I cringe sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's bad. That's bad. But you guys have been so nice. Nobody's given me any real negativity about what I'm doing. So I must be doing something right. So we're bossing this game, but the scoreline doesn't reflect that yet. I have faith though. So my inside. Oh no. That better not be long term. Right, Tiggy, out you go to there, mate. Marsh Brown, you can go on that side, son. I want to know what that is. Hand injury. You should be alright. Should be okay. Right. Tiggy, Antwick, Cadman, yes! Go on then, the boy. From a corner. Let's make mincemeat of them. They've got hardly any fans. I think the stadiums are too unrealistic on this at this level. And we going for the wild swing. 10 shots after the 36th minute. Very happy with that. Cotton to Kane, into Marsh Brown, back to Lawton, takes a shot straight at the keeper. Keep testing him though, I'm happy with that. Antwi to Kane. Looks to take him on, but maybe he shouldn't be dribbling. Look at them, he's cornering, pressure, look at that pressure, it's great. Cotton for Antwi. It's not being built up well enough, like... It's all a little bit like they're trying to... This is what I'm talking about, wingers. They're not really good possession. Like, if you want your team to play very, very sexy football, don't play wingers. Because all they're trying to do is penetrate. They're looking for that killer ball or killer dribble. And sometimes I prefer just having a sort of Jack Wilshere type of player that will take the ball on. Yes, he dribbles and runs at players, but he can also link up as well. Whereas these guys, they just want to beat their man every time. It annoys me. So what I'm going to do is nothing. I'm just going to allow them because we're 2-1 up, and like I say about changing too often, my brain goes in overload sometimes. I overload myself with trying to fix things that don't need to be fixed. Just to update you, we're top of the league, 25th game. We're 6 points clear, 7 points clear. My maths is terrible. With a game in hand. Absolutely smashing it. Luke Emberson is looking a little bit tired. Kane to Yadalahi. Oh, go on. Cadman scored, so why can't you? Go on, son. Antwi. Oh. I've actually been looking for some players. I found a couple of really good potential loanees, and there was one in particular. It was all agreed, club agreed, player agreed, but then we've already had 6 loans, so we couldn't sign him. And I was like, oh my god, he would have been amazing. Ijihar to Cotton, inside active to Lawton to Antwi, back to Lawton, into Tiggy. No one there. I might start retaining that possession, looking after it. Don't you dare score against us. Torres, ex-Whitehawk player, an advanced playmaker there. See, they're still defending from the back, attacking from the front, and not taking, considering they're 20th in the league, they're not taking enough risk. Okay, nod that on. Good boy, Antwi. Oh, that was close. So, 19 shots. Torres. Albini. No. That's not what I wanted to see. Right. What are they doing? They're still defending. Right. I'm going to look to penetrate by playing support. So he's going to come into here and then look for that ball in behind. Antwi is having quite a good game. Scott, you haven't played for a while. I didn't mean to do that. He's nothing special. Unfortunately, you're not good enough. Lawton. So yeah, Diaz right, just because of your passing ability, you can play. Come on. Emberson into right, Tiggy. Emberson, Nijihar, right, Kane. Why aren't we working it in? Come on. Ijihar. Again, just like trying to force it. We're trying to force the play when it's my fault because I'm playing these roles. Let's do it. Let's change this up. Advanced playmaker support. Advanced playmaker support. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to give this boy a chance because he scored against Tranmere. He's earned an opportunity, but I won't be happy with a 2-2 or anything less than a win against our rivals, local derby. 21 shots, 5 against, but we've conceded 2. Not happy with that. Not happy at all. Come on, let's get the winner now. Into Archer. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pen. Don't you dare Cotton to Marsh Brown inside. Kane looking for the Archer. Yes, go on then, the boy. That's 2 in 2. What a signing this is. First ever senior goal. Oh, what a find. Look at that for a ball. Archer. Right, now I am going to make sure of this. So I'm going to keep my back line back. That's a wing back as well, isn't it? Defend. Because we've got no wingers there. I'm going to make sure of it with a box to box. So he still goes forward but looks after it. Poacher, retain, working it into the box. Let's roam from position now, and I'm going to go counter. We're going to go slightly deeper, and in that scenario, make sure your fullbacks, when you play deep, are narrow, because otherwise there's gaps in between. When you go deeper, make sure that you don't play a central defender on cover, because what will happen is he will start dropping even deeper, playing their wingers on side. So make sure this is a nice line, okay? That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Go. Yes, please. Alright, so 22 shots, 5 against. Marsh Brown to Archer. To Marsh Brown. Cotton. Tiggy. I'm playing fluid, which allows my fullbacks and everyone else to come up. Oh, Kane, go on, finish that. Oh, right, I'm going to switch my team shape from fluid to structured, just to make sure my defensive lines stay put. Oh, he's offside. He's getting a bit panicky there. See, we've got the right team to do what we're doing, the approach that we're settling for. I'm happy with this. We made it harder than we should have, to be fair. Look at them now. Look at this, guys. Attack, 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 attack. Yeah. Do you know what? Continue. Everyone's attacking. Oh, they played that out well. Oh. Right, just Tiggy, Marsh Brown, Emberson, Tiggy. Come on, boy. Cadman. There you go. There you go. A hard-fought victory against Eastbourne Borough, and I've, in the end, switched to the way it should be played, with the playing in front of the back line method I showed you in tactical video 1 and 2. That was a good win. That was a good win. But anyway, that's been another Cranky as Fozzie LLM save. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're enjoying the videos, do subscribe if you haven't already, and then you'll get the notifications if you hit the little bell about the videos as and when they do come up. Follow me on Twitter and all of that. I really hope you're enjoying this series, as I am enjoying making. But thank you very much, guys. You take care.